Tyler, Coach was saying yesterday how he felt you were kind of due for a breakout game shooting, and mentioned how much you preferred shooting here. Is that accurate? You like shooting Gamble here more so than not only Hartford, but maybe any other building?
Yeah, I think I'm a great shooter everywhere, anywhere. Even though I haven't been shooting the ball particularly great, but Gamble is just electrifying. It's just different playing here. So I felt a little different energy coming to this game. So I just try to stay confident. Try to take good shots and that take care of the rest.
Tyler, I know last year we talked about you being a senior, being near the end, but it seemed kind of certain that you were going to come back. Now, it really is approaching your last game here, your last games for UConn. Have you started to think about that? Started to think about what your career has been and what it's meant? And
Wait, this is our last game here? No. Oh, we got DePaul, right?
Yeah.
All right. But man, it's just been such a beautiful journey, from my freshman year to now. Being from where we were my freshman year to being a top 25 team. It's just a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. Coming back, I knew we had a special team. Knew we had a great team. So to be a part of that, try to do something special here, try to make a run at a national championship, and I couldn't turn that down. So I'm just blessed to be in this position right now.
Hey, Tyler, you've been a little up and down this year, obviously. When you're in the down moments and you pride yourself in shooting, when you're not shooting well, how do you kind of get through those situations where how do you stay positive?
Every shooter goes through it, through slumps and high moments throughout the season, I just got to try to stay confident. That's what, God blessed me with, is my ability to shoot. So try to stay confident, get your reps in, stay at it, stay working. You just can't give up. Just got to keep going. That's what the coaches say, just got to keep going. So that's all I did, just try to stay in the gym and try to get after it.
Was it good to see Book around, and would you like him to stick around a little longer next time?
Yeah, it was great to see Book, man. He brought energy on the side. I respected that. I appreciate that. Yeah, it is what it is when it comes to that. I'm not going to speak too much on that, but I love to see Book back around, man. I miss playing with him. He's a great player, so. Oh, yeah, the sniper, yeah, CV.
RJ, how tough was it, sitting with the third foul? They kind of started chipping away at the lead and sitting there not being able to do anything. And then when you got in there, you really took over. Did you take it upon yourself to sort of, take over the game a little bit right there?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was tough. Sitting in it, I don't like being out of the game, tired or not. So with having 3 fouls, it was definitely tough. And the way the game was going, it was a rough one to sit there and watch. But yeah, I just sitting on the bench, I told myself to stay in it. My team's gonna need me eventually. So when I got the call to get back in the game, I just took it upon myself. It was a rough go. So I just said, all right, you gotta find a way to put the ball in the hole for either yourself or your teammates. And that was my mindset going in after my 3 fouls.
RJ, either you or Tyrese could answer this. Could you paint a picture of just not how physical this game was, but just how much momentum you needed to sustain in order to pull off a win like this?
It was real physical from the start. I mean, we started off a little slow. I mean, they probably punched us in our mouth first, but, coming into this game, they were going to be in desperation mode. We had to make sure we matched that. And we obviously did in the first half, and we started off slow and things like that in the second half, and they got back in the game. But it's a game of runs, and, I mean, as older guys, we were able to face that adversity and just get tougher together and get tighter together and to play that rest of the game the way we did. It meant a lot, and it seen a lot of growth in that game. So it meant a lot to come out with that win.
RJ, Brooks Fitch mentioned to me a couple of weeks ago that if his father were alive today, that you two guys would be probably his 2 favorite players. And I know you guys had a chance to visit with him today. Could you kind of speak to just the significance of the event that took place today and just what it means to you guys to be part of that legacy that he began?
It was huge, honestly. I think it was an honor for him to be, the first black player here. It's huge, and to know that we could be his potentially be his favorite players. I just think it goes a long way, and it just goes to say, our games, we're opening a lot of eyes for a lot of people. We might be under the radar, and just we're able to come out of the shadows now. So a lot of people are seeing, but no, it was great to be in that interaction. I was happy that we were able to meet his family, especially his son, everyone else. We got to take pictures and things like that. So it was definitely a special moment.
Yeah, I definitely had a sense of it, especially after the game when they told me things like that. We obviously knew we were aware of retiring the jersey before the game and things like that. But then to see after the game that to come up to us and they wanted us to go in there knowing that if his father was alive that we would be his favorite players, that honestly meant a lot. Knowing that we're obviously favorite players of his son also. So going in there, spending time with the family and just hearing those things that they were saying about us, taking pictures, I mean, it felt great. It was an honor.
RJ, how good was it to see Tyler get going today? He's, struggled a little bit, and he's a good shooter. And so, how did that help your team?
Huge. Tyler's a great player, great guy, great shooter. Honestly, like with him, it's just shoot or shoot. Miss your first one, miss your second one, miss your third one, shoot the fourth one. Just keep shooting it, man. You just had to have that confidence. And today he came up big for us. Like Tyler was huge, and we really needed that lift off the bench.
Can you see something in his eyes or his body language when he's going to have a day like today? Can you guys tell when he's feeling it, he's on?
I mean, yeah, honestly, yeah. You have that. People have that look in them, in their eyes. Practice. Tyler always he kills us in practice too. He hits shots all the time, timely shots, big shots. It's competitive practice all the time. But just giving us each other confidence in practice. That's really where it comes from. Confidence, honestly, just a huge confidence boost, and I think it's been good for him, and hopefully we keep it going.
Hoping both guys could share their thoughts on this. You head into a huge opportunity now Tuesday night, and you do so with some really nice momentum, having won three in a row. What will be different, do you think, against Villanova, having them at home now? What can be different and should be different for you guys to get over the hump and beat a really good team? That really good team, I mean.
Honestly, it's the same thing that went well for us in the Seton Hall game and in this game, Xavier game. Just sticking to our identity, playing defense first, and everything else will come. I mean, just toughen the game up, and everything else will play itself out. I mean, Villanova is a great team, but we're a great team too. So you're gonna see what's going on Tuesday.
It's going to be a big game. I mean, the same thing RJ said. I mean, we got the home court advantage now. I mean, we got to do what we did great in that second half, especially. We were pressuring guys, things like that. But, I mean, as long as we don't get in that early foul trouble, I think that game could go either way. It comes to the end of the game for real. So I feel like we do the same thing this game. We don't get in foul trouble, don't pick up early fouls, and we're able to stick to the same rotations we usually do and play the way we play. I think it's going to be a great game.
RJ, you guys have held off teams the last couple games, and what's enabled you guys to in those moments when a lead shrinks down to maybe a possession or so to kind of keep the lead and then finish off the game?
Just believing in one another, having the confidence, knowing that we're all going to get it, no matter what, you're going to get a stop, and then finally trying to find a way to close the game out. That's been going well for us the last two games, in closing moments when we need stops. We just connected out there, and you can see it on the defensive end especially. So just continuing with that, that's huge for us. That's been our calling card all year, defense, and we're going to continue doing that.